Have you ever done an exercise that seemed easy and ordinary, and then felt strange, more tired than you should, or your heart beating harder than normal? And you think, maybe I'm just getting old. Number, maybe it's the exercise that's hurting you. The truth is, some of the most common exercises for people over 60 are actually much more dangerous than they look. Once you pass 60, exercises become more than just a way to lose weight. They become part of survival, part of being independent, part of feeling alive. But have you ever thought that some of these daily exercises, the ones you see everywhere on YouTube, in gyms, or have been doing for years, could be slowly damaging your heart without any warning? And I'm not talking about some rare disease. I'm talking about high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, extreme fatigue, even sudden risk of a heart attack. Today, we'll talk about 5 exercises you should stop immediately. And I'll show you what to do instead so you feel better, not worse. The problem isn't exercise itself. The problem is that many of these exercises are designed for a 30 or 40-year-old body, not for a heart that's worked hard for decades. When you're young, your body can handle more stress, pressure, high intensity. But over time, arteries stiffen, the heart tires more easily, and any unnecessary strain can be a silent blow. And the worst? Most people don't feel anything until it's too late. Fatigue that seems normal after exercise can be a warning sign. A heavy feeling in the chest, dizziness, shortness of breath, all can be signs that your heart is no longer coping with these movements. Now let's dive deeper. We'll go through each of these 5 exercises and explain why they're a problem, what happens inside your body, and what you can do instead. 1. HIIT, high-intensity interval training. 1-minute sprint, 20 seconds rest. Repeat. It's trendy, it's aggressive. And for young people, it might work. But for a heart past 60, it's like flooring the gas pedal on a car that needs care, not bursts. During HIIT, blood pressure spikes immediately. The heart starts beating irregularly. It doesn't get time to recover. A study from the Journal of Gerontology showed older adults doing HIIT had sudden blood pressure spikes and high cardiovascular stress. What to do instead? Brisk walking for 30 minutes. Tai Chi. Swimming. Movements that are steady but moderate. Your heart will thank you for the rhythm, not the burst. 2. High-load exercises. Weights and crunches. I'm strengthening my muscles, we say. But every time you lift heavy weights or crunch hard, you increase internal pressure in your chest and abdomen. That pressure pushes against your heart. And if you have any hidden blood pressure or artery issues, this extra pressure can cause arrhythmias, dizziness, or, in the worst case, a heart attack. Better choice? Use resistance bands. Focus on slow, controlled movements. Don't hold your breath when lifting. That immediately raises blood pressure. 3. Exercising in extreme temperatures. Going out for a morning walk in fresh air seems perfect. But if it's cold, blood vessels tighten. Blood pressure rises. If it's hot, vessels expand, but the heart works harder to maintain circulation. And when dehydrated, blood thickens and becomes harder for the heart. In both cases, the heart is overloaded. And you think, I'm just taking a walk. Solution? Exercise indoors in a climate-controlled gym or community center. If outside, walk early morning or late afternoon. And don't forget to hydrate before, during, and after. 4. Fast and intense movements. Jumping jacks, burpees, Zumba. They look fun, but for a body over 60, they're an attack on coordination, balance, and the circulatory system. Nervous responses slow down, and every fast turn could end with a fall or irregular heartbeat. One wrong move, and the body doesn't have time to correct itself. What to do? Replace them with gentler movements, deep stretching, water exercises, slow Pilates. Movements that work with your body, not against it. 5. Exercising close to bedtime. Seems like a good idea to tire yourself before sleep. But what actually happens? The body goes into fight mode, adrenaline rises, heart beats faster, and the nervous system activates. Then, when you lie down, your heart isn't ready. Numerous studies show late-night exercise increases nighttime heart rate and disrupts sleep cycles. Alternative? Exercise before lunch or in the morning. At night, do relaxing activities, meditation, gentle stretching, deep breathing. There's a moment I want you to share with yourself. It's not about stopping movement, quite the opposite. It's about understanding the body you have now, not the one you had at 30. Your heart has worked for you every day for decades. It has kept you alive through stress, joy, fatigue, emotions. Now it needs respect, care. It doesn't need spectacle. It needs consistency. It doesn't need pressure. It needs stability. That is true strength. Not pushing limits, but knowing them and moving wisely within them. So, does this mean you should stop exercising? Absolutely not. On the contrary, movement is one of the most powerful ways to live longer and better. But after a certain age, what matters most isn't how much you move, but how you move. It's not about giving up physical activity, but making peace with the body you have today, not memories of the past. Moving with purpose means being mindful of every step, every muscle, every breath. Because your heart no longer needs extreme challenges. It needs steady care, a calm rhythm, stability, and love. Move consciously. Choose exercises that cooperate with you, not fight you. That don't tire your nervous system, but calm it. That don't spike your blood pressure suddenly, but give your heart a natural, safe rhythm. Choose movements that don't leave you breathless, but give you breath. That don't exhaust you, but fill you with life, energy, and vitality. That's the secret to a body that moves forward without fear, unnecessary fatigue, or invisible dangers. And above all, listen to your body. It's always talking, but often we're too busy to hear. It gives signals, it speaks through feelings. Sometimes a slight dizziness, sometimes a strange heartbeat, sometimes just an inner sense that says, "That's enough for today." And the truth is this: it never lies. You just have to stop a moment, take a breath, and listen carefully. Because in that small silence, we give ourselves hides the true wisdom of our body, and your heart deserves that respect. Every day. Do you remember the last time you felt your heart pounding? Not from fear, not from exhaustion, but from joy? When you felt good in your movement, in your body? That's what we're after. Not to be young, but to be alive. Because age is a number, but wellness is a choice. This message isn't just for those over 60. It's much deeper than that. It's for anyone who has a mother, father, grandparent who still tries to stay active. It's for all who watch their loved ones tire more than they should, just because no one told them that not every movement is safe for every body. And it's also for everyone who looks toward the future hoping to live long, healthy, and pain-free. Because the truth is this: every exercise we do today is an investment in tomorrow. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, or 70. The way we move today, the habits we build, how we treat our body daily, all that will reflect in how we feel in the years to come. And if today we choose the wrong, harsh, unclear exercises without professional guidance, we're wearing ourselves down unknowingly, and maybe permanently. Don't think of this as a warning. Think of it as an invitation to awareness, an invitation to care. Because physical activity isn't just about losing weight or sweating. It's about building a life that lasts. A life with less pain, fewer crises, more freedom to walk, to hug, to follow your grandchildren, to do what you love. Don't let the way you move today become the reason you won't be able to tomorrow. Because your body and your heart deserve a future that's strong, steady, and full of life. Age doesn't matter. What matters is that you start caring today. For yourself, for those you love, for every day to come. If at any point in this video you felt like someone was finally speaking to you, not just about the heart as an organ, but about the heart you've carried with love, with fatigue, with memories for decades, then don't let this message end with just a click. If this reminded you of someone you love, a mom, a dad, a friend who thinks they're doing the right thing by exercising but maybe doesn't know the risks, share this video with them. It could be exactly what saves them from a hidden but dangerous mistake. If something here made you pause and think, write a comment, even just one sentence, a story, a thought. Because sometimes your words are what someone else needs to hear today. If you've ever felt that most health videos are cold, full of theory but without heart, then don't leave without subscribing. Here we speak differently, with respect, care, and honesty. Not to scare, but to open eyes. Heart health doesn't need perfection. It needs awareness. And every big change starts with a small choice, like the one you can make today. For yourself, for someone you love, for your future.